So, my dear students, I hope you understood about the Chernobyl nuclear disaster which took place in 1986, where a nuclear reactor, or what you call a nuclear power plant, exploded because the safety measures were not followed. Now, some of you may not know what is a nuclear power plant or a nuclear reactor. Now, just as a nuclear power plant or a nuclear reactor is something very similar to a thermal power plant or a hydroelectric power plant. So, just as you have in a thermal power plant, we have electricity which is produced from coal, and in a hydroelectric power plant or what you call dams, electricity is produced from the flowing water which is stored in the dam when the dam is opened. So also electricity in a nuclear power plant, electricity is generated with the help of nuclear fuel. So just in thermal power plant, the fuel used is coal. In nuclear power plant, the fuel used is a nuclear substance like uranium and all that, uranium rods and all that. Okay, so see, in all this thermal power plant, hydroelectric power plant or nuclear power plant, electricity is generated. That's why it's called a power plant. So I hope that is clear. Now what I've done is, boys, I've downloaded a YouTube video on Chernobyl disaster, a small video, short video. So we'll have a look at this video so you'll understand better, and you also understand a little more about the harmful effects or the adverse effects of this particular incident which took place at Chernobyl. So let's watch this video.
The world's worst civilian nuclear disaster took place when a reactor exploded at the Chernobyl power plant in Ukraine, then part of the Soviet Union. Present-day Belarus received 60% of the initial fallout. The radioactive cloud spread further to cover most of Europe. The Chernobyl nuclear power plant was one of the Soviet Union's most advanced facilities. The first two reactors became operational in the late 1970s. The fourth reactor was the newest, going online in 1983. On April 26, 1986, technicians prepared to test the backup cooling system in reactor number 4, but the routine safety drill went horribly wrong. A nuclear reactor is like a giant steam engine. Uranium fuel rods react to produce a massive amount of heat. That converts water into steam, which drives huge turbines to generate electricity. Control rods are inserted in between the uranium to slow the reaction. And it's crucial for cooling water to be pumped around the core to prevent overheating. But as the test began, almost all of the control rods were removed, and technicians lost control of the flow of coolant. Temperatures soared, and extreme heat began to melt the core. At 1:23 a.m., Reactor 4 exploded. It spewed 8 tons of radioactive debris into the atmosphere. 115,000 people were evacuated from a 30-kilometer zone around the plant. The battle to put out the fires inside lasted for 15 days. More than 500,000 military and civilian personnel were drafted to deal with the accident and its aftermath. 31 of the initial firefighters and plant workers died within days from acute radiation sickness. The toxicity of the radioactive cloud was equivalent to 400 Hiroshima atomic bomb explosions. Crews hastily built a concrete sarcophagus to encase the entire reactor to prevent more radiation from spreading.
Even with this protection, it's estimated the zone around the reactor itself will not be habitable for another 20,000 years. The Soviet Union eventually established a 19-mile wide exclusion zone around the reactor, uprooting some 335,000 people. Nevertheless, a UN report asserted that more more than 6,000 children and adolescents developed thyroid cancer as a direct result of the incident. Hundreds of thousands of people may ultimately have been affected. On top of this, it's estimated the disaster cost some $235 billion in damages. It contaminated almost 1/4 of agricultural land in modern Belarus and hastened the collapse of the Soviet Union.
So I hope at least now the whole Chernobyl incident is more clear to you after seeing video. This video. Now, as I said, radioactivity or nuclear energy can be a blessing and it can be a curse also. Blessing why? Because it can generate a lot of electricity from this nuclear power plant. Especially this power plant at Chernobyl was generating 1,000 megawatts of electricity. 1,000 megawatts. That's a huge amount. But what happened? The safety measures were not followed, and the nuclear reactor exploded. We also have such nuclear reactors at other places in the world. Even in India, we have one in Bombay at the Baba Atomic Research Center (BARC), and we also have an atomic reactor at Tarapur. So we have nuclear reactors all over the globe, and now sometimes, and also as I said, if 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 not the safety measures, the nuclear energy can also be used in a very harmful way for the production of atom bombs. You must all heard about the famous nuclear bomb or the atom bomb which was dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the two cities in Japan, and so many lakhs of people were killed. And not only that, even today people are suffering from diseases because of these radiations. So wherever these nuclear disasters have taken place, or nuclear bombs have been dropped, or nuclear testing has been taken place, whether it is in Pokhran, Rajasthan, or in the sea, or wherever, the radiations remain for a long time in the air, water, and soil. They do not decompose easily, as I told you before. So it is harmful. It is nuclear energy is a blessing as well as a curse. If you use it in the right way, it is a boon to mankind. Otherwise, it will be a curse for mankind. You see, the whole world is having a nuclear arms race. Everybody wants to make more and more nuclear bombs, and we are digging our own graves. We are all digging our own graves. So, dear students, I hope you have all understood whatever has been taught to you up till now. So, we'll stop the lesson here for the time being, and we'll continue with the lesson next time. Till then, stay indoors, stay safe. Thank you, and see you soon.